Hello and thanks for tuning in to another Risk Game unboxing video. Today, I'll be unboxing and giving you a quick tour of the Pramzius Fall of the Berlin Wall limited edition timepiece. Removing the inner presentation packaging from the outer box, you're presented with a very well made, fully zippered leatherette case. A very nice touch having the Pramzius logo prominently embossed atop the case. Spinning it here, giving you a quick full view of the presentation box. Going ahead and unzipping the leatherette case, we'll take a look at the inner contents. You can see here you're immediately greeted with a nice Everett green lining. There's a quick look at the timepiece still on the pillow. And a good look at that marble dial, which we will go back to momentarily. You can see here inside of the case itself, you've got the space for 3 additional watches. So a total of 4 timepieces can be held in this case. You also see areas for the strap changing tools, as well as additional straps. This particular kit came with an additional textile strap that you see pictured, but other kits also had a stainless steel bracelet as well. So the presentation box does serve as a travel case as well. Turning our attention back to the timepiece, you get a good look at the marble dial with the replicated Berlin Wall graffiti. And you also get a good look at the distressed look of the case. And there's the limited edition status. Each one of the variations done in a sequence of 1989, which is important because that was, of course, the year the Berlin Wall fell. There you see a look at the crown, which is really the showstopper of this timepiece. Being a DNA timepiece, you've got actual pieces of the original Berlin Wall that are inset inside of the crown. Taking the watch off the pillow, you see the limited edition verification status there. Like I said, that there are 1989 pieces that were made in each of the variations of 48mm and 42mm, along with the various movements. This particular watch here has the Seiko Instruments NH35A, but there was also an option for the Swiss ETA 2824. But you see there a beautiful dial, marble. First time I've actually had a timepiece with a marble dial. There's another look at the crown. And of course the case back there has the etched engraving of the Brandenburg Gate, which of course the case also is meant to replicate some of the architecture of that Brandenburg Gate, which was of course the waypoint or checkpoint there at the Berlin Wall. You can see these special lug-ins there. Not usually a big fan of integrated straps, but this actually works very well with this timepiece. And there are some customized options available as well if you'd like to upgrade. But the original leather strap that's on there is very, very high quality. And there's a look at the case lug-ins there. You'll also notice on the bezel, there are the compass points north, south, south, east, and west. The bezel is fixed, so it does not turn, but the compass points have significance, as of course the Berlin Wall was meant to separate East and West Germany. You can see here with the Seiko Instruments movement, 2 clicks out, allows you to set the appropriate time by advancing the hour and minute hands, taking it to the first position, and turning the crown counterclockwise will allow you to select the appropriate date. And like I said, this is not a dive watch, so there's not really any significance as far as the water resistance rating, so there is no screw down crown, but you do want to make sure that the crown is at least pushed back to the zero position. There's a look at a little bit of the architecture there and design of the case. Like I said, there's nothing off the shelf on this timepiece. This was a very thoughtful design. You can see there the Pramzius logo emblazoned on the back side of the leather strap. Very high quality leather strap. Excellent thickness and padding on it. You can see there the distressing on the metal there goes throughout the buckle. Got your standard 2 keepers there on the strap. Like I said, a deep green and striations on the marble, so it's a beautifully done dial. Here's a look at the watch on my left wrist, which is the wrist I normally wear my timepieces. Keep in mind this is the 48mm version, and I do have a 7¼ to 7½ inch wrist, depending on, I guess, my calorie intake in the season. Here's the watch on the right wrist. As you can see, just a very, very neat design. When I first acquired this timepiece, I really thought it would be nothing more than just a novelty piece. But I can tell you that there's so many neat design aspects with this watch that it really does get a lot of turns on the wrist in my rotation currently. You have much more than just a novelty timepiece, and from a historical standpoint, probably one of the more important DNA timepieces that's currently out there in the market, given that you've got actual pieces of the Berlin Wall set into the crown. And there's another look at that. Obviously, the number of pieces in the crown will vary based from model to model, but that is very, very neat to have that piece of history on your wrist. Great conversation point, talking point, and conversation piece that is this Berlin Wall watch. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in to another unboxing video. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the presentation. And also, please check out my companion blog at www.wrist-game.net/my-blog for reviews, industry insights, and of course my daily Watch of the Day posts. Do yourself a favor and pick up this timepiece. You will not be disappointed. So thanks for tuning in. Until the next time, ask yourself, how's your wrist game?